that time of year again. We're back on my couch with my laptop, and today's video is going to be a Q1 goal check-in. It is April now. The time that I'm filming this is April 4th. So we have officially completed the first quarter of the year, and I feel like this is a good point in time to review our goals, see how we've been doing with them. Have we accomplished some? Have we at least worked towards them? Have we just completely forgotten about some? And kind of just reevaluate and re-strategize with our goals, because maybe some aren't relevant anymore, or maybe you have new ones. Whatever the case may be, I think it's important to always be reviewing your goals, because obviously you are trying to achieve your goals, and you can achieve your goals in any time frame. It's not specific at all, but of course we all make New Year's resolutions. Well, maybe not we all make, but it's a very popular time to make goals in the beginning of the year. I made a video with all my goals. You can check that out. And the goal with those goals is to accomplish them by the end of the year. You know, that's usually how it goes. I'm going to be going through all the goals that I spoke about in that video, and we're just gonna see, have I done them? Have I not done them? What can I do to help me accomplish them, or maybe change it to better fit what I want? Or I don't know. We're gonna look, because honestly I know that I haven't accomplished many, if any. So this is gonna be interesting. So you should do this with me if you made any goals this year. I want this video to be helpful and to like actually motivate you guys to accomplish your goals. Like, I want to have a series on my channel about actually achieving our goals, and like step-by-step plans to do so, and like take you along with me in accomplishing my goals, so that by the end of the year I have this whole like video catalog of me actually accomplishing my goals, and how you can too. Like, you literally just have to do it. But I'm gonna try and motivate you and try and teach you how to actually do it, because it's hard. Like, it's easier said than done. I have my laptop here, pulling up my Notion, because that's where my goals are, and then we're gonna just walk through them. Let's just get right into it. So if you didn't know, because you didn't watch my first video, I divided my goals into like 5 areas of my life. I got this inspiration from Faith Vivian. Haven't seen her, you definitely should check her out because she's awesome. But 5 areas of my life are God first, obviously, myself, family, community, and then career. And for me, that just kind of makes the most sense. I know that a lot of people do, like, you could do more categories. You choose your categories and like what makes more sense for your life, and like what areas you are trying to improve, of course. I'm just gonna dive into my first category, which is God, my relationship with God. My first goal was to build my relationship with God and grow closer to him, and just be able to hear him so that I can do his will, because honestly, like, I don't want to do anything that like he doesn't want me to do. Like, at this point in my life, I like want to just let go of all control and like do whatever it is he wants me to do. Like, that's really and truly all I want to do, is just whatever it is that he wants me to do, whatever it is that I'm supposed to be doing, that's what I want to do. So I just want to grow that relationship to be able to know such things, and know that like if I do hear something, or if I do feel something, that it's coming from him and not from my own will or some other voice, if you know what I mean. Can I say that I have accomplished this goal? I don't think I ever can say that, because that's just like an ever-growing relationship. It ebbs and flows, and you know, there isn't going to be one day where I'm just like, yes, like I have accomplished this, my relationship is absolutely the absolute most bestest ever, you know what I mean? Like, it just like, it's not really something that I can say for certain I have accomplished, but I do think that it's important to have it as a goal, because I want it to be a focus of mine, and I always want to be working towards this. So honestly, this goal isn't really gonna apply. I mean, it can. I mean, there's ways that I can accomplish this, and like a plan. So anyways, let's just move on to the next, which is read my Bible at least 30 minutes a day. I don't really time reading my Bible. I usually like to do it in the morning, which I have actually read it every single day. There's only been like 2, maybe 3 days that I haven't read it, and that was because like I woke up late and like had to get the paper ready and like myself ready, and like there just wasn't time in the morning. And then if I don't read in the morning, like for me to remember to do it when I come home from work, and like it's just a lot of busyness in the middle of the day. So really the best time is either first thing in the morning or last thing at night. If I don't read in the morning, for me to remember to do it last thing before I go to bed, it's kind of hard. It doesn't really matter how many days I missed. The point is that I always am trying to read every day, and for the most part I have. Like, for me to only miss like 2-3 days in 3 months is pretty good if you ask me. Next is finish reading the whole Bible in a year. I'm not really following a plan to do so. Right now I'm in like the middle of 1 Corinthians. I should probably look at like a Bible in a year plan to see if, you know, I'm on track. I feel like I might be a little bit behind in terms of finishing it by the end of the year, but obviously I can't say that I accomplished this goal because first of all, I haven't finished the Bible, not even close, and second of all, it's not even the end of the year. The next one is pray at least 1 hour per day and keep a prayer journal. Again, I don't time my prayers, and also I feel like I'm in constant conversation, but I do pray every day, so that's good. And then for the keep a prayer journal part, I actually did buy one, like a guided prayer journal at Five Below. That was in my last video, which you should check it out, but it's really cool. I will link, I can't link the exact one down below, but I can link the same exact book, but it's a hardcover, so it's a little bit more expensive than Five Below, but like the inside, it's all the same. But yeah, that one's really cool. I did kind of start filling it out, but I haven't really kept up with it. It's a 52-week guided journal, so it's like you do one per week. Obviously I did not buy it in the first week of the year, but you know, I could finish it in 52 days, you know what I mean? Like, it's not too strict, but I do have one, so we're working towards that part of the goal. And then my last goal for God is to make a prayer closet. I haven't done that. I don't really have an extra closet to do this in. I think I mentioned that in my last, or in my goals video. So I was kind of planning on just like using a corner of the room, but now that my baby is in what used to be our room, we're sleeping on this lovely pull-out couch. I don't really know where I could make that. I have been like trying to rearrange it. Like, my first concern was finishing my daughter's room, which I also have a video on that, and I have a part 2 coming soon. I just wanted to get this video up before the part 2, and I wanted to get my last video up before it also, but that's besides the point. The point is that I was just trying to finish that first before I like worked on like our room. But I have made some changes, but I still don't really have a corner or anything to make a prayer closet, but we're getting there, you know, we're working towards it. So I'm working towards it. I haven't just like given up on that. But yeah, that was all for my goals in terms of my relationship with God. Next are goals about myself. First one is to wake up at 5:30 every weekday and 7 on weekends. I do wake up at 5:30 every weekday because of work. Not every, like, I haven't done it consistently every single day since January 1st. There have been times where I slept in just because I do go into work at 8, so like I really don't have to be out of the house until like 7:30, 7:40. So like I don't really have to wake up at 5:30. Yeah, I definitely have to work on that, which I do have a video planned for helping me with that, so stay tuned for that. And then the 7 a.m. on weekends, I don't set an alarm on the weekends, so I kind of just like wake up with the sun, which most times ends up being like between 6:40 and 7:20-ish. I feel like I feel like I do that one too. Second goal is to create morning and night routines. I haven't really done this. Like, to be honest with you, I haven't really done this. Like, I don't have a specific morning or night routine that I do. I've been like trying to develop them, but like it's just hard to find the energy and motivation to do such a thing. But yeah, I have this is gonna be in that video I was just talking about, and we're gonna work on it together. My next goal, it was to get ready and look presentable every day. Definitely haven't done this every day, I'm gonna be honest. I don't even think I've done this half the days. It's just like I have zero energy. Like I truly have zero energy in the morning, especially if I'm waking up at 5:30. I definitely have dressed myself and not just like worn pajamas all day. I mean, obviously when I go to work I have to dress myself, but like even on the weekends, like I do try and make an effort to wear some kind of an outfit. So I will say like in that regard I have, but like in this regard, like doing my hair is like really hard for me because I just want to have it out of my face or just down like this and do nothing to it. But sometimes I kind of have to do something to it because if I don't, then it just looks bad. So it ends up just going into a bun because that just hides it all. But I will say I have tried some hairstyles every once in a while. And then makeup I'm just not gonna do, to be honest. I mean, like maybe I'll do like a tinted sunscreen, but anything more than that I won't do. And my camera is going to die, so I'm gonna change the battery. I'll be back. Okay, sorry if the angle changed. I tried my best to keep it the same, but we're back with a new battery. Next goal I had was to exercise at least 30 minutes a day. For sure haven't done that, like not even attempted. I actually did want to go to like TJ Maxx and buy like a yoga mat and like one of those Stanley Cup dupes. I did actually buy one on Amazon, but it took over a month to get to me, and then it also came like the complete wrong color, and like this color wasn't even an option. Like I got like a sage green and they sent me an olive green, but like there was no option for olive green, so like their picture just straight up lied. So I'm kind of upset by it, and it also isn't spill proof. I got a refund on it, so it's free because obviously it took over a month. Kind of ridiculous. So at least there's that. But I did see on TikTok that there are some dupes at TJ Maxx for like the same price that I bought it on Amazon. So yeah, kind of want to get a water bottle because, you know, stay hydrated, drink more water is always a goal. I didn't really put that as one of my goals, but like I should, because I should drink more water. I don't drink enough. So yeah, I feel like once I get that in order, maybe I can attempt to do 30 minutes a day. And like this is something that I will time. You know, the reading and the praying, I don't time those things. But this I definitely will keep like at a time. And then the next one kind of goes along with it. Join a gym when finances time allows it. I actually was really considering just joining a gym, even though I haven't even worked out at home at all. Like I mentioned in my goals video, like if I can't be consistent at home, how am I going to be consistent at the gym? But then I was also thinking like, but like the gym would be motivating because it's like I have to go there. I have to make an effort to go. Whereas when I'm at home, there's a TV, there's my phone, there's my child, like so many things to make me not go or not work out, I should say. And obviously like if I go to the gym, what else am I gonna do there but work out? So yeah, I'm kind of like still iffy, but I think I am gonna hold off on the gym and just start with working out at home, at least for like, I mean, they say you build a habit in like 21 days. So if I can work out consistently for 21 days at home, then I'll get a gym membership, because at that point, no, I've made a habit out of working out. So I can invest into a monthly membership, which is really expensive, but eventually I will have to like go to the gym anyways, especially for like what I want to achieve. But yeah, that's like later down the road, at least like a month away. And then the last goal for myself is to find and develop my personal style, which is pretty much what my last video was about. It also was just like finding myself in general. I definitely have a better sense of like what I like in terms of clothes and fashion, so that's good. And I did shop on Shein for new clothes in my wardrobe. Was that necessary? I think yes. I'm just gonna tell myself that. But yeah, that was all for myself. Next is family goals. First is to have a date night at least every other week. I don't think we haven't really kept up with that. I think maybe like once a month. Gotta work on that. Second family goal is to rotate my daughter's toys at least once a month, which I have done. And it's definitely been a lot easier now that she's in her own room. All her toys and activities are in one spot. I would say I have accomplished this. I mean, obviously have to keep up with it, but I've made it so that is as easy as it can be, you know what I mean? And the third goal was to get Kami into daycare. That hasn't happened. Daycare is really expensive, and it just like doesn't make sense right now to spend that money, especially when we are trying to like buy a house. Like, it's really expensive. I mean, I don't know how it is like where you guys live, but like where I live, I think I live in like one of the most expensive states. I should like look that up. Wow, we're third on the list? That's crazy. Yeah, so I live in the third most expensive state, which I thought, I mean, I don't know how accurate this list is because New York isn't number 1 or number 2. Anyways, where I live, it's very expensive. Everything is expensive. And daycare is just like one of those things where it's like you could be literally paying $300 or $400 a week for daycare. Like, do you know what that is? It's ridiculous is what it is. So yeah, it doesn't really make sense right now. I mean, unless I can get like a scholarship for her. But yeah, we haven't really done this one yet. I definitely want to do this. It's just kind of been on the back burner. But next goal is to move out into our own space. I mentioned this like in my first goals video. I think for right now, we are just gonna continue renting out my mom's basement apartment. It is 1 bedroom. We sleep in the living room now. Not ideal. Not really enough space for us, but like I said, apparently I live in the third most expensive state in the US, unfortunately. And like even a 1 bedroom apartment is like more than a mortgage. So like to get a 2 bedroom apartment is just like throwing money into the fireplace, like burning it, gone, incinerated. So we're trying to buy a house, and we did take our first time home buyers class. So we are achieving this goal. We are working towards this goal. I'm very excited. We have 1 more class left. I feel like the only thing that we really have to work on is like saving for a down payment, but based off the knowledge that I have received from the class, we're in pretty good shape. It just is all up to like how much we can afford given the market right now and just how things are financially right now. It's kind of crazy out there. Yeah, but hopefully we can, I mean, I don't know about the end of the year. I definitely don't think we would be ready, but I think like a year from completing the class, we'll probably have a house. I don't know. I don't know, I hope. Next goal is to get a new car for the family for Bronco. Now, like I said in the last video, both my husband and I's cars are so we kind of both need new cars, but that would be very expensive to have 2 car payments and 2 insurance payments. So I was explaining that like if we get this Ford Bronco, it's gonna be shared between both of us. Let me just like say it. I did buy a car. We did buy a car. It's actually a truck. So it's actually just for him. But like it's really tall. I'm like scared to drive it. I don't want to drive it. So yeah, that's his truck. I bought him a truck. His car was worse than mine, and it was like darn near dangerous to drive, even just down the street. I didn't even want to get into it. So it was kind of necessary to get a new car for him at least. So we did that. So he has a truck. So we did get a new car, which is like pretty exciting that I was able to do that. It's just not a Ford Bronco and it's not for me, but that's okay. My car, I'm definitely like not 100% driving it. Like I'm also not wanting to get in my own car, but it gets me from point A to point B. She's pushing, she's holding it down for me, but I definitely do think that I'll probably need to get myself a new car. I really want a Ford Bronco, but like having a new truck, a car payment every month plus a Ford Bronco is going to be very, very expensive, so I don't think that I'll be able to necessarily get myself a Ford Bronco. But yeah, that's a later issue. Did I accomplish this goal? Sort of. The last goal I have for family is 1,000 hours outside in a year, which I explained. Saw this on Melena's CCR story, which she took from like another mom on Instagram. She like made this plan to like take your kids out for 1,000 hours in a year. I did this for maybe like 2 days, but it's just like New England winters are just so bad. And it didn't really snow all that much this year. It was so cold. Like there were some really windy days that like it was dangerous to go outside. Like you could literally get frostbite. And even when it wasn't really cold, it was still really cold. And I know that like there's gloves and hats and coats and boots, and I could take her outside for like 30 minutes, you know, but I just like didn't want to do that. Like, and she didn't really want to do that either. Like anytime we had to go out to like, let's say Target, and it's just like a quick from the door to the car, like she wasn't really about it. And she got sick a lot this year, so well, this winter, so I just was like, we're not doing this outside thing in the winter. Like it's just like not gonna happen. So this is gonna be a goal that just changed to like get outside every day when the weather permits to do so. That goal was like an absolute flop. I'm gonna be honest. Alright, so that was all for family. The next category is community, and the first goal I have is to find the right church for us, which would be a church that practices Saturday Sabbath slash has people that look like us, or not look like us, but like you know, young, married, have kids type of deal. So yeah, this we haven't found the right one. I'm gonna just put it that way. Next was to find at least one sister in Christ that will encourage me to grow closer to God, and I can do the same for her. Again, I haven't really found that. I will say that like on my TikTok I have found like friends, kind of. I mean, we don't really like talk, but like we're mutuals, you know what I mean? I'm just like a shy person and I haven't like reached out, but like, you know, there's been some comments back and forth. I think I just had to like step out of my comfort zone and like make the first move. Have I accomplished this goal? No, but I'm working towards it. There's been some things in the works. Next goal is to be a vessel for God's message and plan through my content. This again is one of those goals where it's like there isn't gonna be an exact moment where I accomplish it. Like it's just like always gonna be a thing that I work on, or always gonna be a thing that I do and work towards. So yeah, I haven't technically like accomplished this goal, but the goal is to work towards this and like always keep that in mind. And then my last goal for community is to develop a community in real life and online, which kind of just like encompasses what the last goals in this category mean. Obviously, to develop a community in real life would be, you know, go to church, find friends, or find friends outside of church but like that are still God honoring friends. And then develop a community online would be my subscribers, my TikTok followers, or like I was saying, like my mutuals on TikTok that we like comment back and forth. That goal is just kind of like a summary of the last one. And then the last category is career. The first goal is to get monetized on YouTube. That hasn't happened. To do that, I need at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, or like 10 million views on shorts. 10 million views, and that's like you have to do that in 90 days. 10 million views in 90 days. I mean, I guess it's not that crazy given the way that short form content is like so popular, and like the algorithm for it is like not easy to get a lot of views, but like easier than YouTube, that's for sure. But yeah, long story short, you can see I don't have 1,000 subscribers, and I can see that I don't have 4,000 watch hours. So if you guys want to help me out, if you're not subscribed, you should tell your friends, you should tell your family, you should tell your dog to subscribe. You should also watch my videos all the way through. You can even just like, I think if you like go on my channel and like you press a video, it like automatically puts it all in a playlist, I think. I'm not really sure, but just watch all my videos through. You can mute me, but just like play it on the background so that, you know, you watch every single video all the way through. That'll help me out. You don't have to, but if you want to help me get monetized, that's a good way. Next goal would be to post on YouTube every other week, which, you know, kind of helps with the last goal. I haven't done that. I was pretty good at doing every 3 weeks, and then the last video that I just posted, that was like maybe 4 or 5 weeks after the video before that went up. I kind of dropped the ball there. I mean, I dropped the ball with every 2 weeks anyways, but at least with every 3 weeks I was being consistent, but that didn't really work out. Also, my last video took 48 hours to upload and process. 48 hours. 48 hours. Anyways, my point is I haven't I haven't accomplished this goal. I haven't even like done it a single time. I've done every 3 weeks. So I don't know if I want to change this goal to every 3 weeks, or if I just need to like change my strategy so that I can be able to do every 2 weeks. I mean, this video is going to hopefully be up a week after the last one. We're gonna have to reevaluate that one for sure. The next goal would be to post on TikTok at least 5 times a week. Definitely have not done that. I was like pretty consistent like in the beginning, definitely not 5 times a week, but like at least 3. But I just like, I don't know if it's like the YouTuber in me, but it's like hard for me to make TikToks. Like it has to be like a short YouTube video. Like that's how I am thinking about it in my head, but I know that I should just like post 10-second videos and like be okay with it. But like something in me is just like, no, this video has to have like a purpose. It has to have a story or like a something, you know. It can't just be like something funny. I don't know. So yeah, I definitely need to work on that. But I definitely have not done 5 times a week. Like that's just for sure. Okay, and then the next goal I have is to start UGC content creation. I definitely like took steps to starting this. Like I made a separate Instagram account, a separate TikTok account, a Twitter, because apparently UGC is like real popular on Twitter. I like downloaded Upwork and some other app, but I just like found myself not being motivated to do it because I'm just not like passionate about it. Like of course I want to work with brands, but like I want to work with brands because I want to share something that I enjoy with the people that watch me, with my supporters. I don't want to work with brands so that I can just make a quick video for them to use like on their social media platforms or however they advertise, and like it have nothing really to do with me. I just don't think that it's for me, and I think I'm just gonna straight across just eliminate this from my goals. And also like it would just be like another thing on my plate that I just can't really handle. But anyways, the next goal that I have is to post digital download listings on Etsy once a day. Haven't done that. I haven't touched my Etsy shop in like 4 or 5 months, so yeah, I definitely haven't done that. I did start a design. It's just like, again, I have so many things to do in a day that didn't really get to finish that. I definitely still want to do this, and I need to figure out a way to be able to do this every day. And then the last goal that I have for career is to start a print on demand shop on Etsy. So like I was saying in my first goals video, I want to make like a mommy and me clothing line, and I feel like the easiest way to do that would be through Etsy, just because like to have my own website and like my own stuff kind of seems like a lot of work, or like a lot of things that are like outside of my understanding, and like to research and like really make sure that I'm doing everything right and the way that I'm supposed to and all that. Like that's a lot of pressure, and I feel like Etsy is just like not that much pressure, and I don't see myself doing it for a few months just because like there's more important things that I want to accomplish, especially in terms of career. Like YouTube is first, TikTok second, and then my Etsy shop with my digital downloads, because the things that I have on there like are things that I'm passionate about, you know? That's all the goals I had. Obviously it's a lot of goals, but some of them are like there's a general goal, and then like the goal that I put is kind of like more specific, like an actual like plan to achieve that goal. But for the ones that I like definitely haven't done, I'm gonna ask myself what I have done to work towards this goal, and then kind of self-evaluate, like is what I have done working or not working? If it is working, how can I continue that? If it's not working, how do I change my strategy? I feel like all of those things will set you up pretty well to create an actual specific and effective plan to actually achieve your goals. I know it seems kind of intense and like a lot to do, but if you want to achieve a certain goal, like it has to be specific. You have to actually have a plan to achieve it. You can't just say, oh, I want to be healthier. What does that mean? Like, what does it mean to you? Does that mean you want to eat like cleaner? Does that mean that you want to drink more water? Does that mean that you want to exercise more? Like, be specific with whatever it is that you want to do. And if it is all those 3 things, well, cool. Now you have this many goals, you can make plans for each of them. The point is to create plans for your goals. Don't just create goals for your plans. Create plans for your goals so that you actually have something to follow, so that you actually have something to, you know, check. I did this, check, I did this, check, I did this. Oh wow, I accomplished this goal. But yeah, so this is what I'm actually gonna do for myself right now. Whenever I finish that, I'll come back and I'll show you how I did so, what I did, and hopefully that helps you when you're trying to make your plans for your goals. But yeah, this is gonna take me a while, so I'll be right back.
We used to have each other's playlists. No, no. Used to be each other's best friends. Yeah. And now we go our separate pathways, but your heart's still in mine. Yeah. And maybe we could try it next week again. But I don't wanna think we're toxic, but who cares? You said that we're over, hands under covers alone this time. But everything I see still reminds me of you. Bag of all your things, the memories of when I kissed you.
It's the next day actually, story of my YouTube channel. But okay, so what happened was I went a little overboard. I mean, not really, because I was trying to help you guys. So I actually ended up making like a goals action plan template type of thing. This is what it, oh, the ring light, all right, that's what it looks like. I was like, I was just gonna, you know, write it down on a piece of paper or like on my laptop, blah 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 blah. But then it was like, no, like I'm trying to help you guys and like make this easy for you, really set you guys up for success. So I spent a really long time making this, and then I like filled it out myself. So I have just like pages for like each goal that I have, and then, well, let me just show you like an empty one. The ring light is like really in there. So I have goal category up here. So again, my 5 categories are God, myself, family, community, and career. You could have different categories, like it doesn't matter, but whatever category, the specific goal that you're trying to make a plan for, put that there. And then I have a space for the specific goal. I don't know if you can even see that. And then this little chart right here, I have what habits will help you achieve this goal, and then make it obvious, make it attractive. The 4 laws, I think he calls it in Atomic Habits book. I think he says 4 laws of behavior change. Okay, yeah. The 4 laws of behavior change are a simple set of rules we can use to build better habits. They are 1, make it obvious, 2, make it attractive, 3, make it easy, and 4, make it satisfying. So I didn't necessarily write make it easy and make it satisfying because I have here possible obstacles and then how to overcome those obstacles. So that's like the make it easy part. After you made it obvious, made it attractive, to make it easy basically means to get rid of whatever will hinder you from performing this habit over and over again. So that's why I put, you know, possible obstacles and then how to overcome those obstacles so that you can make it easy. And then for make it satisfying, at the bottom I put like a goal progress, so from 0 to 100%. I didn't want to put like any specific value to it because obviously goals can be very different and not necessarily quantifiable. So I feel like kind of just 0 to 100%, you can color it in however you feel you have progressed. But that kind of goes into the make it satisfying part because it's satisfying to check off things on your to-do list, and it's also satisfying to see, like, you know, how close you are to achieving this goal. Like once you do, you know, color it all in, you will be satisfied that you did so, because then that means that you have achieved your goal. So yeah, I will have this on my Etsy shop. It'll be like $1. I don't know, as cheap as I can make it, that's what it'll be. But I know like each listing is like 40 cents and there's fees, or I don't know. I'm not really like, I have stuff on my Etsy store, but I don't really know much about Etsy. So yeah, however cheap it can be, like if it can be $1, it'll be $1. But yeah, I'll have that link down below if you want to download it. It's just one sheet, and then you can like I have it in GoodNotes, so you can just like add it however many times you want and then do it for every single one of your goals, or you can print it out and like handwrite it if you're like a physical type of planner, which I'm kind of both. I like digital planning, but I also like, you know, good old classic pen and paper. So yeah, it's a digital file, so you can print it out or you can just have it on like GoodNotes, and GoodNotes is a free app. You can put it on like the Notes app on iPhone or Notability, whatever you want to use. I basically did that for all of my goals, and I kind of condensed like the way that I explained my goals and like wrote them out in the first place. I saw that like I would have like the main idea and then like kind of make a plan under it with like smaller goals to achieve that big goal. So for example, like build my relationship with God, like I was saying earlier, you know, reading my Bible every day and praying every day and having a prayer journal and making a prayer closet. Like all those things will help me achieve building my relationship. Obviously I just kind of made build my relationship the goal, and then the habits would be to read every day, pray every day, you know, all that. So yeah, like I literally did that, and then I wrote make it obvious, make it attractive. I haven't done possible obstacles and how to overcome those obstacles yet, just because I feel like I kind of have to start. I mean, for this goal in particular, like I've already been doing it and I haven't really run into obstacles, other than, like I said, the couple days that I missed reading my Bible was because I woke up late and like had to like rush to get ready and like get out the door. And then by the time that I was like back home or like before bed, I forgot that I had forgot to read in the morning, you know what I mean? So yeah, I guess I could just write that and how to overcome that. Wake up early. And that's totally like valid. Like I'm laughing, but I'm being serious. Even writing like in the make it obvious and make it attractive, like it might sound like really rudimentary to write things that seem so common sense or like automatic to you, like you would just do it and like you don't think to write it down, but like writing it down kind of holds you accountable because now it exists somewhere outside of your head. So yeah, you want to like actually fill this out and like really think about it and really write what you are thinking and not just leave it in your head. Like put it down, because then it exists somewhere, and then, you know, at least in my mind there's a lot of things going on, so a lot of things just like get forgotten or like put on the back burner. So like I will always have this, or if you print it out on a piece of paper, like you will always have that physical thing where it is written down, where you can go back and read and like, okay, this is how I do this, or you know, it's just one more thing to keep you accountable, because keeping yourself accountable can be really difficult. Let me just like give you an example of one. I'm just gonna show you the one that I did for my goal of like creating a morning and a night routine. I did separate ones, so this one's for morning and I did a separate one for night. But yeah, I filled out the goal category, which was myself, and then I wrote down my specific goal, which is to create a morning routine, and then what habits will help me achieve this. To have a morning routine, I need to wake up in the morning, and like this is one of the goals where I had like multiple goals that like, you know, go into it. So I have wake up at 5:30 on weekdays and 7 on weekends. Make it obvious. Buy a sunrise alarm clock that will wake me up slowly and place it on my nightstand. So the place it on my nightstand is kind of like, yeah, duh, it's an alarm clock. It's kind of necessary to write because that's what makes it obvious, is that it's right next to me where I am sleeping, so that it can wake me up. But then to make it attractive, in terms of waking up early, would be to open all the curtains and let sunshine in and listen to the birds chirping. I mean, there's birds chirping right now. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but like that's a very appealing thing, you know, in the movies. When people wake up, open the curtains, birds are chirping, sun is pouring through the window. It's just part of the things that make waking up in the morning appealing, which is important to write down so that you remember that there is something appealing to waking up early, and that appeal will motivate you to wake up early. Okay, so then the next habit that I have is to do my skincare routine, and then for make it obvious, set out my products in the bathroom so I see them when I go in the bathroom in the morning, because that's kind of, I feel like most people, like their first thing to do in the morning is like go to the bathroom. I don't know. And since I'm already in there, if I see my products, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, let me just wash my face and, you know, do my serum and whatever skincare. Whereas if it's just like in my drawer, I'm never gonna see it unless I open the drawer. Well, unless I remember to open the drawer, which probably isn't gonna happen because I just woke up. Like, I'm not too cognizant about the things that I'm doing. I'm just like doing what naturally comes to me. So yeah, that's make it obvious. Literally first thing you walk into the bathroom, I see it. Okay, let me do it. Now, to make it attractive, I bought acrylic shelves to display my products aesthetically. So not only is it like boom in my face, I can see it, but it's also nicely arranged and I can just pick what I need, put it back, and it looks all nice and aesthetic. And to kind of go along with that, in Atomic Habits, he talks about Fogg's habit stacking formula, which is after current habit, I will new habit. This applies to what I just said. After I go to the bathroom, I will do my skincare routine, because those are gonna happen right after each other in the same spot. And he also makes like a formula for just building habit in general, which is I will behavior at time in location. She says, give your habits a time and a space to live in the world. The goal is to make the time and location so obvious that with enough repetition, you get an urge to do the right thing at the right time. So again, just putting the conscious effort into like making it so simple, so common sense. Like, I'm going to do this thing at this time in this place. Yeah, does it seem like a lot to do at the time? Sure. Yeah, does it seem like, okay, well, this is common sense, like, of course I'm gonna do my skincare in the bathroom, that's where my skincare stuff is. But it's like, if you say it, if you literally write it down in that formula, like, you're more likely to do it. He says people who make a specific plan for when and where they will perform a new habit are more likely to follow through. Like, it's just fact. If you have a plan, you know, okay, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. All right, look, I did it all. I accomplished something. Whereas if you just let it live in your head, the chances of you remembering to do such and such things is pretty low, because there's so many things that we think about in a day. There's so many things that live in our brain that are voluntary and involuntary. You know what I mean? Like, your brain is doing a lot, so to just leave things living in there by themselves isn't gonna help you actually do these things and achieve the things that you want to achieve. Okay, and so then the next habit that I have is to get ready and look presentable, which I stated earlier was like a goal that I had, but I'm gonna smush it into this because it just makes more sense. And so to make it obvious, I will pick out my clothes the night before and set them out so I can just put it on in the morning and not think about it, not be trying on a bunch of different things, not knowing what to wear. I'll pick something out ahead of time. I know that I like it and I know that it'll look cute. I'll put it on in the morning, and then I'm not scrambling to figure out what I'm gonna wear and then end up wearing the most basic thing ever because I don't know what to wear and I just want to play it safe and get out the door. And then to make it attractive, buy cute clothes and hone in on my personal style, which again was another one of goals, but you can fit it into here. All right, sorry if anything looks different, my battery died, but let's continue. So possible obstacles, a possible obstacle of waking up early in the morning, even though I plan on getting the sunrise alarm clock, which I feel like is really gonna help and kind of make it not horrible to wake up early in the morning. But regardless, I may just want to keep sleeping, I don't know. So yeah, that's a possible obstacle, is that I'm gonna want to keep sleeping. I don't want to wake up, or like I don't feel like I got enough sleep, or I didn't sleep well the night before. To overcome that obstacle, make sure I go to bed early, make sure I'm not on my phone before bed. I don't know what the recommended like amount of time is to not be on your phone before you fall asleep, but whatever that time is, I should probably do that. Yeah, something like that is a way to overcome that obstacle. Another obstacle in terms of getting ready, maybe I did pick out the clothes the night before, but I didn't try it on, and when I tried it on in the morning, I actually hated the whole outfit, and now I'm in the state of panic of like, what am I gonna wear? To overcome this, try on the outfit the night before, or pick out an outfit that I have worn before that I know that I like. And then in terms of like goal progress, it's kind of just at like a 10%, like just like 1 bar. But yeah, I pretty much just did that for every goal that I had. Again, like some of the goals that I had fell under a bigger goal, so I just kind of condensed it in the way that it makes sense. So now I technically don't have as many goals as I did when I made my first like goal video. That's kind of it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you learned something. Like, I really hope that you learned something, you took something away from this. I don't want to sound basic, but like, this book is actually really amazing and I think you should get it. Definitely think that I'm going to be referencing this book a lot in this series. It just makes everything so simple and like so easily achievable. That's literally the point of the book, like the title, Atomic Habits. Like the first thing, I think the first page, yeah, literally the first page, he puts the definition of atomic and habit. Tiny changes, remarkable results. It really is so simple to achieve the things that we want to achieve. We just make them very big and hard in our heads, but they're really not. Milena says this all the time. How do you eat an elephant one bite at a time? But it's true. Like, you just gotta work at things just a little bit at a time, and then one day you'll look back and you'll be like, dang, I've accomplished all these things, or wow, I've accomplished the thing. What did I do to get here? All these little teeny things that got me here. So yeah, I think you should buy the book, or at least look up like free resources that he has. I know that he has like Atomic Habit website, so I think that would be really beneficial. I also think that my goal plan is very beneficial, and again, I will link my Etsy shop down below and the direct link for this listing, so you can just go straight to it if you want to buy it. Obviously you don't have to, but if you want to support me and if you want to have like a structured outline to help you with your goal and all that, it'll be down there for you if you want to purchase it. And again, I'm gonna make it as inexpensive as I can. And yeah guys, I really hope that this helped you and that you got some inspiration or some type of value from this. Again, this is part of like a series of me accomplishing my goals and taking you guys along on the ride so that you can see me do it and like, you know, motivate you to do it or learn from me of how you can achieve your own goals. So yeah, stay tuned, subscribe if you want a friend, because I will be your friend. I truly mean it. I will be your friend. Like, I want all of you guys to be my friends. I really mean it. So yeah, subscribe if you want a friend. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, if you enjoyed your time here, if you learned something new, got some value out of this video. It really helps my channel out. And comment down below because I will reply to you. But yeah, I'll see you in my next one. Bye.